So the document that really interested me was the ideological struggles of the left. Kind of showing like the splinter group between the anti-fascist, pro-communist kind of party. I thought that was pretty interesting, and the points that they decided to list off. And the points, even in the introductory paragraph, it's pretty interesting in my opinion, especially for their, like for point 2, it talks about how, they want a proletariat dictator once the government has been overthrown, but they want to implement a workers' democracy protection, which I thought was interesting, because I guess they kind of want to put their ducks in a row. They want to overthrow the government first, and then we'll worry about the social stuff after, but we have to make sure that it doesn't get to where we can't address the social stuff afterwards. So I think that's pretty interesting. And I also noticed that there's a continual comparison with like Russia's Communist Party, and how they pretty much just say like, Russia's Communist Party is like, good for Russia, but we need to address what Spain's problems are, and we need to have all the stuff conform to Spain's problems. In point 4, they recognize the League of Nations, and they specifically say recognition of the problem of the regional nationalities. Spain will be structured in the form of an Iberian Union of Socialist Republics. When I read that, I thought that was kind of interesting. Does that mean that like regions like Catalonia and the Basque would kind of be like states, but they kind of serve under this Iberian Union? Would Catalonia get the, I don't want to say independence, but recognition more so of their people group, their culture, by having this republic sort of title? And if so, that would be pretty cool actually to see, finally having Catalonia, especially even now since Catalonia is one of the most likely regions to have this sort of state recognition. Not yet, but maybe one day they will. But, they've been fighting for hundreds of years to finally have this sort of recognition. So if Spain ended up going down this path, would we have actually had like this Catalonia and Basque like region like being recognized as its own Catalonia Basque region under this group of regions that are socialist? So I thought that was really cool. Point 6, it says, regarding the war, transformation of an imperialist war into a civil war, no hope should be placed in the League of Nations, which is unified front for imperialism. I thought that was cool that they addressed the League of Nations and that they don't want to be a part of it. And it's kind of funny because the US, even though Woodrow Wilson was kind of the one who came up with this whole League of Nations idea, the US wasn't going to be a part of it. And it was funny that Spain kind of addressed it and was like, yeah, we're not going to be part of that. We see that as an imperialist group, and we've already recognized that we don't appreciate our imperialist past in the South and Central Americas. So if we kind of doubled back on that and like joined, that would not be like that would not look good for us. So we don't want to be a part of it, and we don't want to feed into this imperialistic idea. So yeah.